Hi. So, let's get on with the readings again. For May, Aries. Please check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign for additional messages. Apologies for the hiatus. Had some things happen, and I'm not feeling so hot. Anyway, again, like I said, check out your Rising, Moon, Venus sign for additional messages. You can also look in the description box of the video for things you need to know. Now, if you're here listening to tarot, then you probably also believe in other esoteric things. So I am claircognizant, clairaudient, and clairsentient. When I hear ringing on my right-hand side, it is people that I know that have passed on. And when I hear it on the left, it's people, it's not people, my spirit guides. Okay, for you, we're going to do past, present, future, no clarification with the, what is this one? The Revelations Tarot. Most Wanted Cowboy. And the Warmth by Incubus. So don't let the world bring you down. Not everyone here is that fucked up and cold. Remember why you're here and while you're alive. Experience the warmth before you roll. Or before you go. Time. Something about clocks and about time. Also just heard my time is like a broken watch. What is that from? Time is like a broken watch. I make money like Fred Astaire. See that you come to resist me. Take You on a Cruise by Interpol. That's what that one's from. Paul Banks is amazing. Amazing, Paul Banks, yeah. Sorry, I put lip balm on. In the light you can actually see where it's superseded the upper lip line. Not wearing eyeliner today. I felt like it was a day to not wear eyeliner. Lots of crazy news. Twist for fairness for you. Because of your divine counterpart, Libra. Past energy for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. That was fast. We got two. What are they? Yeah, the Two of Swords. Crossroads. Crossroads. Having the blindfold on. It's like a balancing act for you. You're not quite sure what choice to make in this particular scenario. If we look here, sorry about my nails, folks. I'm not getting my nails done lately. It's just not happening. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Also, just wanted to see. Oh, beautiful. So I wonder if my video is going to come out mirrored, like I hope it is. And then the Four of Swords in the reverse, coming out of a period of healing. There was a period of healing that you had to, that you encountered recently. You're in meditation of some nature, something that you're awakening from this. You're in a state no longer of sleep, but in a state of awakening after a period of trepidation over some sort of decision-making that you needed to make. You had a blindfold on, though. You were refusing to see the two sides of a situation, where now you are, well, in the past, and coming in, out of a healing state. Could be very well that it took awakening from the meditative state in order to see which are the two sides, which are the two forks in the road you were going to proceed on. Page of Wands. Passionate communication of some sort was forthcoming. There was somebody who was professing something passionate to you. It was either a truth that they needed, well, not really a truth, but more ideas, communicating passionately ideas that needed to be spoken about. Could also, it's almost energy that was being harnessed here if you look. energy that was being harnessed. It's almost like awakening from that meditative state allowed you to channel some creative energy out into the real world and an effective means of communication with that. Or there's somebody that you are surrounded by who is effectively and courageously communicating ideas. Here's the thing, is that in order to be creative, you have to have balls. Figurative balls, you really do. You have to be courageous. In fact, you have to be the fool, which you are. And I'm not calling you a fool, but in the tarot, the Fool card is somebody who is willing to tumble and grapple along the path, along their journey, and play with ideas. You have to be able to do that in order to be creative. Most artists have to be foolish in some way. You have to be creative and courageous with your creative expression. And it doesn't necessarily mean, there will always be people who will feel that the creative individual is being stupid or foolish. But there will also be individuals out there who will recognize it for its genius at the same time. So it's like a dichotomy of sorts, right? Yeah. What else? You have to be willing to play the fool in order to be creative. Yeah. And people will look at you like you're crazy and like you're stupid. Yet at the same time, none of the good ideas come out if you're not willing to, you know, be foolishly confident and just toss it all out there. What else? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the past, we had a whole bunch that came out. One stuck on the table. Justice. In the upright, there's fairness, equilibrium, truth, balance. I'm really seeing the truth here, the truth of a situation, holding steadfast to a truth. There is truth in the creativity that's being expressed here. This is your divine counterpart. If we look at the opposite ends of a zodiac wheel, Aries, you are a cardinal sign, which means that you build. Your energy is used to build things, to create things. You are a dominant energy force that builds things, pushes things forth. You are action. And Libra is very much the same. They build. They, you know, are creating force. But from the sense of equilibrium, truth, justice, fairness, everything must have the duality in perfect harmony. And that is very much what's happening here. I think it's where you are governing, or where you're encountering somebody who is governing over an expression of ideas or creative energy or creative expression with that equilibrium, that duality in some sense. Could also be that full moon in Libra that we just went through during Aries season. We will read the verticals as well. The Hanged Man in the reverse. Yeah, you gain perspective on something. This is Piscean energy. So coming out of standstill, coming out of stagnancy, typically what you would be doing with the Hanged Man in the upright would be taking your finger, placing it on the pause button, and hanging out for a minute in order to gain perspective of some sort. Having to see all sides of the situation in order to make a fair judgment call, to see everything from every aspect. However, here I see that you have come down off of that cross, so to speak, having gained the perspective of all sides and making a fair judgment call as such. What else? What else? You could be a Pisces Aries cusp. Well, that's quite an interesting mix, hey? To have fire and water in your chart. Tell me more. In the past for Aries, it's too much. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That's also too much. We do have one that's stuck. King of Pentacles. And then gaining stability, the stability and the hearth and home, the warmth, the king who presides over the home in a stable sense, providing warm intellectual guidance from an earthy place, being connected and grounded with some sort of stable energy. This is the perspective that you gained, that there was a need for stability. There was a need for an earthiness. There was a need for a grounded sense, for some warmth. For warmth. The fire that warms rather than burns. With the King of Pentacles there. I often say that to Aries. I'm an Aries rising, so I often, my personality, when we talk about rising signs, personality, the way you occur in the world is your rising sign. So I will often preach this because I'm the master of this. Knowing that I am a firecracker and I come out like the fire. Yes, because I do. So being the fire that warms rather than the fire that scorches, right? Stability. It was a lesson that you learned or a perspective that you gained, that you were better received from a stable standpoint, from an earthy standpoint, from a warm standpoint, in things that you were presiding over. And that was what was fair. There was a truth in that you learned in communication of a creative, passionate nature. And it was something that you had to heal. There were decisions that were made, though. All right, in the present for you, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aries. Jesus, okay. Yeah. The truth. Ace of Swords. The truth was learned in a situation in the present. In the past, that crossroads that you were sitting at, refusing to look at the truth of a situation. In the present, you're seeing the truth in a situation. You're recognizing it for what it is. You're also operating, ooh, that's not good, out of some mischievous, potentially tyrannical energy. This happened, who would this happen with in the past energy for Virgo last time? This is happening for you in the present. Queen of Wands, King of Wands in the reverse, in the present for you though, with a different deck. That's really interesting. There's a totally different deck. We have, with the King of Wands, some tyrannical energy, some ordering things around, some bossiness, some fear-monger, power-hungry energy, with the sweet mate being the mischievous queen who enjoys her own sense of power over others. In fact, if you see, she's got the guy with the little, with the, you know, the thing around his neck with the chain. She's the one who creates and communicates the creative ideas very passionately, orders people around. Whereas awakening from the meditative state, you've come out to speak a truth, but you're not tempering that. You're speaking your truth and standing up for yourself and learning to stand up for yourself. However, you're not tempering it. You're presiding over your kingdom from a place of venom, spitting venom. Your words are not as nurturing and nourishing as they should be. So here, remember, keep in mind I'm reading the verticals as well. There's a little bit of a warning here that for your mischievousness, for your power hungriness, for your ability to have people do your will, do your bidding whenever you communicate your creative endeavors to others, that you do have to heed what is just, what is fair. and to exercise everything out of a place of truth. Because this person is quite mischievous and they can be tempted to be mischievous. Look at that look on that person's face, yeah? It's like how much can I upset the apple cart is kind of the feeling I'm getting from this lady. Like she's like, how much can I fuck shit up, right? That's like what the feeling I get from that card. Yeah, because guess what's going to happen? Libra again in the present, right directly underneath justice, because there will be a precision cut. There is truth, justice, equilibrium, and fairness at hand that will completely keep everybody in check regardless. There could also be what is right and what is fair. Steadiness. There's somebody here who keeps this energy in check for you, that you go to, that you consult. You consult somebody with heavy Libra in their chart. They're your counsel. Either that, or you could be looking at a legal case of some sort and gaining perspective on this. There is a legal sense here. There's something to do with legality. What is true, just, fair, equal, unbiased. Taking an unbiased approach. The precision cut. In interest of what is fair and just after gaining perspective. What else in the present? Aries. Whoopsie. Woohoo! Firecracker, all right. Yeah, the Three of Swords, because, oh shit. If you're having a health problem, go to a doctor. Somebody else is having a health problem. Somebody's having a health problem. Somebody's having a health problem. Surgery. There's surgery here. Don't go to your tarot card reader for health advice. Go to your doctor if you are having a health problem. Fuck, I didn't want to see this. The precision cut. Truth, justice, equilibrium, fairness, duality. Duality, something to right something's course in the interest of equilibrium. In order to equal something out, there's something to do with pain, heartbreak, that has to do with the precision cut. Truth, justice, fairness, equilibrium, and heartbreak. Gaining perspective. You find something out in the present. You gain perspective that something wasn't right. It's got to do with your heart. It's got to do with your heart in the present. It's got to do with your heart. Or somebody else's heart. Heart surgery. Balancing something out to do with the heart. Those Three of Swords is always heartbreak. Usually you see the Three of Swords. Fuck. The Three of Swords is usually, I wouldn't normally be emotional about this, but this is extremely relevant, and I really don't want to see this right now. Extremely relevant because I'm dealing with some stuff. Not not me, but I'm dealing with some stuff in my family and in my immediate environment. The Queen of Swords, Libra. Libra, something during October. In October, heart, the heart. We fell in love in October. Found love in October. Girl in red. Hey Google, who sings the song We Fell in Love in October?
We Fell in Love in October was recorded by Girl in Red.
Girl in red. Red. That's why I love fall. Smoking cigarettes on the roof. You look so pretty and I love this view. We fell in love in October. That's why I love fall. Black star, black star. I'm playing with this right now, black star. Hey Google. Oh, I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. There's something about equaling something out, evening something out, heartbreak, heartbreak. A broken heart. Justice for a broken heart. The truth about a broken heart. Gaining perspective on a broken heart. Gaining perspective through dishonesty, truth, justice, equilibrium over a broken heart, and the perspective of it, being able to see into the broken heart and write the passage, the precision cut. Girl in red, we fell in love in October. To stabilize it, to stabilize the I'm not supposed to talk about it anymore. You don't want to talk about it. Keep going. Page of Swords, you don't want to look at it. You don't want to look at it. You have to look at it, but you don't want to look. It's like a car crash. Everybody wants to look away, but you can't help it. Somebody doesn't want to see the truth. Somebody doesn't want to learn the truth, but they have no choice. They're worried it's going to hit their stability. They know that the gaining perspective and the stability is important, and it's heartbreaking. They don't want to see the truth because it's heartbreaking. I'm sorry, guys. Shit. The letter D. The letter D. The letter D has to do with this. It could be a name. It could be what you're dealing with here. 2 seconds. I just want to Google something. I'm not going to actually put it on camera. 2 seconds. Okay, we're just going to keep doing your reading. I'm not going to share. The D that I just saw here is a medicine. It's something you don't want to look at. It's something you don't want to acknowledge. You don't want to know. You don't want others to know. You don't want others to know the D. You don't want other people to know the truth. The broken heart. The broken heart. Fucking broken heart. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Okay. Keep going. We will keep going. In the future for you, Aries. In October, that's when I love fall. You fell in love with somebody in October, Aries. I want you to check your other placements because this is not your whole story, okay? And I think I'm just probably a lot emotional because I have my own stuff and my own story. But I think that you also should look at your other placements, okay? But in the future, for you, in October, that's why King of Swords, Aquarius. In the upright. The truth is Aquarius. The truth is there is justice here. Okay, so Aquarius is judges, magistrates, men of the law, authority figures, lawyers. It's also about innovative thinkers, people who question the reality of a situation, dare to question the reality of a situation for the purposes of pushing the boundaries of societal norms for innovation. The truth is, there's a time for you coming up that is nigh in the future to embody an innovative mindset. You could also in the future have an Aquarius that's going to figure strongly in your life, or you will realize the truth about an Aquarian individual. And where you have, been rather passionate and pushed boundaries in a tyrannical sense, and where that truth has been, where you've tried to rule over an Aquarius from that King of Wands in the reverse perspective, when we all know that a King of Wands in the reverse cannot rule over a King of Swords in the upright. Right? That's the truth. Because those who have rigid leadership qualities cannot rule over the innovative communicator and the innovative thinker that pushes the bounds and the confines and the limits of ideas, especially in the sense of leadership. Judgment, there's a decision. There's a decision that's being made. The trumpeter's call. The trumpeter's call. The trumpeter's call. A decision is being made. It's a truth that's being exercised in the future. Somebody call you king or a queen. There's a warning not to be selfish in your decision making. Aries. Third eye meditations. The Seven of Wands, and not to be defensive. Don't hold your beliefs so tightly that you're defending at all costs. Defend the truth. Defend the truth. Defend your personal truth. Especially when it comes to your decision making. Defend your personal truth and nothing else. Do not be deceptive. Twist of fate. Twist of fate. There's a twist of fate happening. Fixed energy, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus. We fell in love in October upon the Libra-Scorpio cusp. X will mark the place, October 3rd. October is the 10th month. 3rd. There's going to be something happen. X will mark the place. There'll be a twist of fate on October 3rd. Or around October 3rd. That's like right in the middle of the second that's like the second decan of Libra. I'm ruled by time. So I'm good at that. I'm like extremely troubled by this. I have to title this We Fell in Love in October. Or I don't want to. The Devil. Capricorn energy. Ruling the 10th house. Yeah, 10th house is Capricorn's house. Yeah, Capricorn's house is the 10th house. I live in the 10th apartment. If you add up the numbers in my apartment number, it adds up to 10. I always joke about it. I live in the 10th house. Ha ha ha. Name's Satan. Nice to meet you. That's what I always say. Fell in love in October. Oh, 10th house. Twist of fate. You don't want to look in the future. True justice, equilibrium, and the heart. Temptation, the lesson, respect over the material world, respect for food, sex, money, all things bound to the earth, earthly pleasures. A twist of fate. Do you know what's really creepy? If I look at this, that is my apartment number. There's a warning here about greed. A twist of fate, and not to be greedy with your time, energy. You don't want to look at where you had a lack of respect for the material world, for earthly pleasures. You want to be fair with them. The twist of fate. The time when the wheel of the year turns towards Capricorn season. The 10th house. Lastly, sorry guys, sorry. Following your intuition. Following your intuition, there's a secret that's come about, or you finally know. You finally know what was hidden from your awareness. This is Pisces energy. You finally, what has come to light, it was hidden from your awareness, but you always knew about the beginning of a relationship or the rekindling of a relationship. You always knew. You didn't want to see that your cup runneth over. Ace of Cups is not always a new relationship. Sometimes it's just the rekindling of a current relationship, new phase in a current relationship. The cup runneth over. You don't want to acknowledge what you already knew. You intuitively knew. Heartbreaker, heartbreaking. Asking me about, just keep on coming back incessantly. Why did you have to run your game on me? I should have known right from the start you'd come and break my heart. You just keep on coming back. Okay. Careful. Careful now, Aries. Overall energy. Try not to be power hungry. Try not to run roughshod over other people, trying to be domineering. Okay? I feel like this is not the time to preside over everything. Let everybody else preside over their own energy, especially with the energy that's sitting here. It's a lot of big energy sitting here, a lot of cardinal signs here. A lot of big things. Shit, I can't even remember what I was going to call this anymore. I knew what I was going to call this. I literally said out loud what I was going to call this reading, and I can't remember what I was going to call it anymore. Okay, anyway, let's look at your messages. This is a really fast reading. Oh no. I don't like when they're really fast because that means I'm bang on. 9:24. Turning to 9:25. Counting up. 9:24 was 9 at 2. 11:14. Fucking. So 15. 1. 6. 6. So 7, 6 and 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. $13 equaling 4. Okay. I want for you to take a look-see at these and write them down and figure out what is relevant for you. If you think that you have a health problem, you should probably go to a doctor. Don't worry about what's on the board here. And don't worry about me projecting. Oh yeah, we fell in love in October. That's what I was going to name this. Okay, all right. Let's find your affirmation. Remember, this is the energy for May. Doesn't have to be forever, okay? Don't be creeped out. This could be like creative energy. This could be, you know, a lot of different things. You got a lot of different things going on here. What's the affirmation that Aries can use to get through? And please do check out your other placements. Remember, rising is for your, how you project yourself out onto the world, your characteristics at large, your character at large. Your sun sign is your overall theme of your life. Your moon sign are your emotions, the things that you're keeping hidden, your fears, all of that kind of stuff, things you don't want to really talk about. And Venus sign is your romantic life. All right, let's keep going. Some people get like really like intricate with it, and they watch like their Jupiter sign. Okay, I am hope. I am strong and I am hope. You got two. Interesting. I am strong and I am hope. Well, we'll give them both to you. All right, Aries. We'll see you when we see you. Thank you so much for watching, and be well. Thanks. Bye. Lord, that was a really, really fast read. Whew. Okay. All right. Be well. Thanks. See ya.